We have week 14 of the NFL. Now, unfortunately, this week I can't have Brian over from Madman Sports because he's got some exam school stuff to deal with, which is understandable. So today I'm doing this by myself, but hopefully we'll be able to bring him back for next week. And I'm going to structure this the way that we did it last time. I'm going to talk about most of the games, and then at the end I'm going to actually go into a little bit more detail about the 4 more impactful games that I've determined for this week. So first of all, got the Jaguars and the Titans. I got the Tennessee Titans. Jaguars are not looking good at all. They're not going to win this game. Jets and the Buffalo Bills. I got the Buffalo Bills because, first of all, the Jets are the worst team in the NFL, specifically without Sam Darnold now. And the Buffalo Bills, which I call the worst team in the NFL at the start of the season. Josh Allen's been looking pretty good. I like the guy. I like what he's been doing. I think one of the first rookie quarterbacks ever to have 2 games in a row with over 100 rushing yards or 95 rushing yards, and he's been tearing it up on the ground. I've actually gotten some backlash now about comparing him to Ben Roethlisberger in my rookie quarterback comparison, and I gotta say, yeah, his mobility is a lot better than Ben. Looking pretty good. Giants at the Redskins. Take the Washington Redskins. Now, I know they don't have a quarterback. I know Mark Sanchez is now apparently starting because it wasn't enough for Alex Smith to break his leg. Now, Colt McCoy also broke his leg. But the New York Giants are terrible, and the Redskins are still clinging to playoffs, I guess. Mark Sanchez is experienced enough, and he's not even as bad as his reputation often seems to suggest, so I got the Redskins. Saints at the Buccaneers, easy pick, Saints win it. Patriots and the Dolphins, same idea, Patriots win it. Falcons at the Green Bay Packers. The Packers just fired Mike McCarthy, and I'm not sure if this is a good or a bad thing for their immediate future. I know it's a good thing for the long-term future because this should have happened years and years ago. I think this takes a lot of pressure. Maybe it doesn't take pressure off Aaron Rodgers, but it definitely can hurt him. Packers haven't been playing well, and I think that Aaron Rodgers can now take a little bit more charge, which has been done anyway. He told, I think, the media that he's been frequently changing play calls of McCarthy. I think McCarthy had to go. That's just the way it is, and I think the Packers are actually going to beat the Falcons because the Falcons' offense looked terrible last week. I don't think they're going to look any better, Packers over the Falcons. Cleveland Browns and the Carolina Panthers, actually at Cleveland. I am out on the Panthers officially today, and I got the Browns to beat the Panthers. I don't think the Panthers are going to make the playoffs. I'm just out on them. They did not convince me last week. They look bad. Browns are actually going to win this because they have a really good defense. Broncos at the 49ers. Give me the Denver Broncos. They've been on a bit more of an up recently, and the 49ers just have not been. They keep getting people hurt. I think Matt Breida is now officially out with an official injury, and I'm not sure if he's going to be playing. I like Jeff Wilson, but no. It's just complete second or third string offense. It's just not an NFL caliber team right now. Bengals at the Chargers. I'll take the LA Chargers. They're the better team. Phillip Rivers is playing great. Joey Bosa's back. The defense is nasty. They're going to win. Detroit Lions at the Arizona Cardinals. Now, Cardinals just beat the Packers for some reason, and Josh Rosen didn't even play that well, but it was enough anyway. I got the Lions to win this game. Matthew Stafford is better. The Lions are still better. Cardinals still a bad team, even though they just won. Steelers at the Oakland Raiders. I'll take the Pittsburgh Steelers. They lost, as I had predicted last week, to the LA Chargers, so shout out to Brian. I beat you in that prediction. But yeah, they're going to beat the Raiders easily, no problem. Eagles at the Cowboys. I never thought I would go there, but I'm going to pick the Dallas Cowboys. I don't know what else to do. They beat the Saints. They beat the best team in the NFL. And the Eagles are still looking pedestrian. I said like 5, 6, 7 weeks ago that I have confidence that the Eagles are going to step it up and finally go make it happen. But that's going down every single week now. They're just not playing the way the Philadelphia Eagles should play. And the Cowboys are running away with that division, as weird as it sounds. So the Cowboys are going to win. Now, the 4 games that I left out, which I wanted to talk about a little more, would be, first of all, the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is a good matchup. This is a really good offense and a really good defense. I'm gonna give the nod to Kansas City and that offense. Now, I know they're without Kareem Hunt, and I was actually looking forward to discussing that with Brian this week. Now, unfortunately, that didn't happen, but I'm not sure how much of a hit this is actually going to be. I think they signed Kendrick West now. How much of a hit this is actually going to be to this offense. Because, yes, he's a key piece, but Patrick Mahomes is still basically running the show. And I think they can plug someone else in there to do 80% of what Kareem Hunt did. And they still got a lot of weapons there. Chiefs over the Ravens for that reason, and I still think they have their shot in the playoffs. Colts at the Houston Texans. Gotta go with the Houston Texans, not because I like Watson over Andrew Luck. I think Luck is playing amazing. I also think that the defense of the Texans is just that much better with J.J. Watt and Jadeveon Clowney, who've been playing one of the better defensive line tandems in the entire league this year. Of course, this is going to be a good matchup against that Colts O-line, which is like the best in the league this year, boosted by rookie Quentin Nelson. I'm looking for this to be a close game. I'm kind of rooting for the Colts because Andrew Luck is just such a great guy to root for, but I think the Texans are going to make it. And then we also have the Rams and the Chicago Bears. Again, great offense versus great defense. Khalil Mack's been tearing it up for the Bears. But the Rams seem like the favorite in this one, and I'm going to go with the Rams. I don't think they will lose another game this regular season. I think they're going to go to the playoffs with that one loss. They're going to make it deep run. At Chicago is going to be tough. They're a warm weather team from Los Angeles, and Chicago in December is not exactly the greatest climate to play in, but the Cardinals from Arizona just showed that they can win at Green Bay. So I think the Rams will definitely win at Chicago. And lastly, Monday night, we have the Vikings at the Seahawks. Seahawks just put up a clinic at home, and they showed that they're still really good in Seattle. I think they're going to beat the Vikings. It might not be as clear as it was last week, because the Vikings are a better team than San Francisco is, but I think they're going to shut down Kirk Cousins, and I think they're going to outperform them. The Seahawks have the best running game in the league, which is insane, because they used to have the worst one. Ever since Marshawn Lynch left, they used to have the worst offensive line, the worst running game in the league. Russell Wilson had to score like 90% of their points, which was crazy. But now they've completely turned that around, been playing really well. DJ Fluker is their right guard. He got hurt in the game against San Francisco, and I don't have any more news on him and his status, because he's an important piece, actually. One of the more underrated players on that line. But yeah, Seattle Seahawks over the Vikings, so there you go. That's my predictions for Week 14. Again, let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree with anything. Additional prediction this week, because it's a special occasion. We got the Heisman ceremony on Saturday. I think that's the 8th or 9th of December. I was going to bring this up anyway, but my prediction for the Heisman is going to be Tua Tagovailo of Alabama over Kyler Murray. I know a lot of people have been chirping for Kyler Murray to win, more specifically Skip Bayless because he's an Oklahoma fan, but yeah, let's not get into that guy. I think Oklahoma now probably making the college football playoffs is going to be a boost, and I love to see Alabama and Oklahoma duke it out. I think this is going to be a great game. I think they deserve it more than Ohio State does, and we don't even need to talk about Michigan. But Ohio State had that really bad loss to Purdue, and I think that just kicked them out. I think that just eliminated them, and Oklahoma, probably also over Georgia, deserves to get that number 4 spot. Now, I still think this playoff is going to be the Alabama Invitational like it is every year, and they're going to end up winning, specifically with now having a great quarterback who is going to win the Heisman, in my opinion. But I love to hear opinions to the contrary and discuss it with you in the comments. So leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to Beyond Football to support me a little bit, and I'm going to see you in the next one.